What was life like during that year that you were just literally working as a car salesman?
I was not a car salesman.
Oh, sorry.
You got offended. I wasn't selling cars.
What did you do?
I washed cars. My name is Tre Simmons. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I played professional basketball for 14 years overseas, but I'm currently coaching high school basketball at Garfield High School, my alma mater. The majority of my childhood was in Madison Valley. My first couple of years at Garfield High School, I didn't play on the basketball team because of grades, and I was also only 5'9". Between my junior and senior year, I played with Brandon Roy, which is now the head coach at Garfield High School, Will Conroy, who's now coaching at UW, Anthony Washington, Professor Washington at Garfield High School. Garfield went to state both my junior and senior year. We was like considered to be one of the best teams that Garfield ever assembled. My senior year, after it was over, I didn't go to a Division I at a high school because of the grades that I had my freshman and sophomore year. So I ain't even worried about taking the SATs. All right, now what really was, I just wanted to make some money at that point.
That's honest. That's sensible.
Put in my diamonds, man, you know what I'm saying? But about a couple weeks, man, they'll be bigger. And I'm gonna get ready to that Camaro and hop into 760.
Going D1 out of high school really didn't faze me because I was too concerned about surviving and making money.
So when you went down to Arizona, though, were you making money?
No.
Monkey.
Before I left, I stole 2 cars off of a dealership. I had a Ford Explorer and I had a Ford Expedition.
Why did you steal 2 cars off the dealership?
Man, we was just, we was reckless, having fun. We was driving them to the clubs and everything. So I had my boy dress up, like he was a manager or something, somebody that works there, a suit and tie. The keys were in the visors. We took one, drove it back home. I followed him. We went back and got another one. So we had 2 cars. So all of our guys, we can all go to the club together.
So you stole the cars so you could go to the club in the cars.
Well, not necessarily the clubs. We didn't really have no cars, so we just stole the cars. And what's crazy is, you wanna know the kicker? What's crazy is, one of my boys' stepdads bought one of the cars.
Why?
Well, he didn't know, like, when they drew the guns on my cousin that had the car, they took it back to the place, and the same car that we stole, he actually bought.
And then was just driving it around like it was his family car.
Yeah.
That's what really happened.
Right, that's what really happened.
Yet you ask me, what will I do?
Came back home, and then I just went and got a job at Mercedes for a little bit, almost a year.
What was life like during that year that you were just literally working as a car salesman?
I was not a car salesman.
Oh, sorry.
You got offended. I wasn't selling cars.
What did you do?
I washed cars.
Oh, better. That's better.
No, actually, hold on, time out, don't laugh. I was detailing cars, and I would deliver cars also. I would wake up in the morning about 6 in the morning, go from Tukwila all the way down to Mercedes-Benz, which was on Pike, take a nap a little bit in one of the cars. Then start detailing cars and go back home. And that was it. That was just my normal life. I got out of working at Mercedes when I got the call from Odessa, Texas, and told me that, they was gonna offer me a scholarship to go down there and play basketball. I actually became freshman of the year. I was gonna stay down there for another year, but then I heard they had an exit test, and I wasn't taking that shit. Cause I wasn't nowhere, I already know.
You already know what?
I wasn't gonna pass it.
Why did you really believe you weren't gonna pass it?
Because I really didn't do too much homework. My junior year, I get to UW, and that was probably one of the toughest years like in my basketball career, because that's when I realized what hard work is, what being on time was, dedication, communication, all that. My senior year, Brandon Roy came, Jamal Williams, we had Nate Robinson, of course, myself, Will Conroy, Bobby Jones, Mike Jensen. We had a squad, and we ran the Pac-10. Usually it's like Arizona or UCLA, you know, but that year it was University of Washington. We always had fun because we always knew each other before we went to UW, because we was all from Seattle. But it was like a brotherhood. Had the #1 seed, went to Sweet 16. After the season, went to the NBA Combine, was third in scoring, had a draft party. So I thought for sure I was gonna get selected in the draft. My real draft party, I couldn't tell you how many people was there, but it was a lot of people that came. It was cracking. As the draft is going, numbers go by, not getting drafted. Nate calls me screaming. I'm screaming with him. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're next, bro, you're next. I'm like, yeah, I know. First round goes by, nothing. The second round goes by, nothing. Draft is done, my heart just drops. That was one time where, like, I was really hurt, and I really didn't tell nobody. I had to figure something out to make money, and I became a promoter. I was just trying to make a quick buck, you know, trying to pay rent, trying to survive. A lounge called Vito's. We started promoting out of there for a few months until I got offered a job in Thessaloniki in Greece. I played in France, Greece, Spain, Italy, Israel, Czech Republic, Russia, Puerto Rico.
Niggas that the sky's the limit, because the sky's the limit. Yeah, the sky's the limit. And if you look high, you'll see that I'm gonna be in it to the sky.
When I first got a contract to Israel, my agent's telling me about Tel Aviv. I've never been to Israel, so in my mind, I'm thinking just desert, camels. I don't know what to expect, you know? So they tell me about Tel Aviv, they tell me palm trees, beaches, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds nice. You know, there's wars going on. Like, we would come out of the gyms and see fighter jets flying. I would be at home and hear bombs. Like, it was crazy. Places that I've seen, not even just in Israel, just in places that I've seen like in Croatia and Serbia, I see these buildings that are half bombed, that's just been sitting there for years. Kids walking around, no shoes. The poverty is way more crazy than it is here in the United States. It would humble yourself, like very fast. After 14 years of playing overseas, I come home, of course, and then I had an opportunity to go back to my alma mater, Garfield High School. After Brandon Roy left the league, years later, he started coaching at Garfield High School, which was a huge catalyst for me to come in also. And we won state. also an instructional assistant at Garfield in the SEL program, which is social and emotional learning for kids who have slight disadvantage of learning. We practiced interviewing, we practiced cooking, how to build your credit, and how to own a house. I want to give kids something that I never got. I also know what it feels like to be down. I know what it feels like to be up. And I also know what it feels like to be just a normal person. I'm just trying to give them what I didn't get.